Okay, hey everybody. Okay, so here's the video for tonight on the odd numbers. I'm going to just quickly go through here because we've been practicing on the standard form for multiplication. And if you don't get to it this evening and you're not able to turn it in tomorrow, get it turned in by Friday. Remember that in the morning, all fifth grade teachers are going to be in meeting from 8 to 11. And we'll have substitute teachers, and that's including fourth grade as well. Please be on your best behavior. Please and thank you so that we can do something great for y'all as a surprise. So, again, if you didn't get this, I made copies. I don't remember if we gave those out to you, but you'll wait till tomorrow. There's an assignment, a review that you're going to go through that you'll need to work on in class, and that'll prep you for your just a quiz on Friday on the different properties and multiplication problems. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We have 34 times 12. Remember, you have to estimate. So I'm going to place this over here. 34 times 12. This is on number 1. This is going to be about, if you need to draw a number line, do so. I'm looking at the highest place value is the tens place. The digit in the tens place is 3. The value of 3 tens is 30. The skip count up to 40. Skip count tens, so up to 4, so it'll be 40, and in between or the middle is 35. Next, I'm going to place a 34 on this number line and have to ask myself, is it before the 35 or after the 35? So I know that it's going to be before the 35, so it's going to be closest to 30. I'm going to place my 30 here. I kind of did it too close with a number line. You'll do the same thing with the 12. So I'm going to create my number line here. I have to look at the highest place value. The highest place value is 10. The digit in the tens place is 1. The value of 1 is 10. Of 1 tens is 10. Skip count by tens goes up to 20. And the 1 in the middle would be 15. Now I'm needing to place the 12 on this number line. Is it going to be before the 15 or after the 15? Yep, it's going to be before, so I'll place it about right here. This is where the 12 goes, so it's going to be closest to 10. Remember, the squiggly lines means about, and it'll be 10. So now I multiply those together, and so it's going to be, let me just put my times 10 over here, and it's going to be about, I have 1, 2 zeros, placing my 2 zeros in my product, and then I'm left with 3 times 1, and that is 3. So it's going to be about 300. Let's verify that. This is going to be my ones. Remember this concept that we've been talking about. For the place value, it's place value ones times ones that I do first. So what are the digits that I'm going to multiply here? Very good. It's 2 times 4, and that's 8. The next step, I'm doing ones times tens. What are the digits that I'm going to multiply here? That's right. So it's 1 times 10, so that's going to be 2 times 3, and that's 6. And I'm done there. We're doubling up. The 34 times 2 is 34 times 2, 64. Yeah, it's the same thing as 34 plus 34, and that's 60. I mean, not 64, but 68. I'm done with my tens, so I can like cross that out in my mind, not really, but in my mind. And I'm going to cross out my ones, and I'm putting 0 as my hero because I'm done with my ones. And now I'm going to tens. Starting in the tens place, for the place value, I'm multiplying tens times ones, repeating the same pattern over here. So 1 times 4 equals 4, or the same concept of 10 times 4 equals 40. Now I'm going to stay in the place value of tens, and I'm going to multiply that by the place value of tens above. So that's 1 times 3, or 10 times 30. So that's 300, and that comes up to 340. Now I can add those together. That's 8, 10, 4. So the total amount is 408. So in the top part, I am writing 300 and then 408. Okay? And remember, I'm doing this, that's 30 times 10, and that's going to equal about 300. Right, we had done 3 together the other day, so there's where your answer is for 3 if you did not write it down in class. Let's go over to number 5. I have 328. 328, if I put that on the number line, is 328 less than or greater than 350? It's less than, so it's closest to 300. Times 15, it's going to be closest to 20 because I have 5 or more, add 1 more. So this is going to equal, I have 1, 2, 3 zeros that I'm placing in my product, and 3 times 2 is 6, so it's going to be about 6,000. And now let's multiply this out for number 5. 328 times 15. 5 times 8 equals 40. I'm going to regroup that. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 4 equals 14. And 5 times 3 is 15, plus 1 is 16. Remember, I followed that same format. Here's the difference. I've added another place value, and that's hundreds. So here I have ones times my hundreds, and then added my regroup. I am done with my ones. Cross that out, imagining, but I'm crossing it out here. 0 is my hero. This is my ones. This is my tens. If you're wanting to continue putting down the equation, you can. This 328 times 10. So here I'm going to go now to my tens place, and it's going to be 10 times ones place value. So that's 1 times 8 equals 8. Tens times 10, so it's 1 times 2, cross that out, equals 2. Then the last place value is tens times hundreds, and that's going to be 1 times 3, cross that out because I didn't need it, and add it. That's 0, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Regroup my 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 3, 4. So that's 4,920 for number 5. We did 6 together already, and so here is number 7. So I did number 7 already. I'm looking for that one. Okay, so here's number 7. Again, this is 832. I put this on a number line already, and I placed it here, so it's going to be closest to 800 times. I put 13 on a number line, and it's closest to 10, so it's going to be about 8,000. So I'm going to put my 8,000 here. On this one here, the answer is 4,920. It's only 80 off from the 5,000, so it's close enough. It's about 1,080, so it's close enough. Now let's multiply this one out. I brought this down here, and I also wrote out my ones times ones. So I'm starting off with my 3 times 2, that's 6. Then it's ones times tens, 3 times 3, that's 9. Ones times hundreds, 3 times 8 equals 24. So it's 2,496. I'm done with my ones there. I'm moving over to the tens. Same thing, it's 832 times 10. So I'm going to have 832 tens or 8,321. So this is where I have my zeros, my hero. I crossed out my ones and then moved over. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 3 is 3, because here I'm at. I started with my tens to my ones. I did my tens times tens, and now I'm starting in my tens place value and multiplying my hundreds place value, which is 1 times 8, and that's 8,320, and the answer is 10,816. Let's look at number 9. 823 times 17. I was able to estimate that to be about 16,000. So I'm going to place that right over here. This is 16,000. going to go ahead and write my answer, and we said that was 10,815, and they're within reason. Okay, so now let me go ahead and multiply this out, and this is where we're at. 823 times 17. I'm following my same format here, starting with my place value of 1. 1's times 1's place value. 7 times 3 is 21. I regroup my 2. Then I'm going to the 1's times 10's place value. So 7 times 2 equals 14, plus the 2 equals 16. And that's where I got that there. Then I'm going to the 1's times hundreds. So 7 times 8 is 56, plus 1 more equals 57. Then I can pretend like I'm done there, crossed out my 1's, put a 0 as my hero, and now I'm on my 10's. Now I'm going to the 10's place value, and it's 10 times 1's place value, so it's 1 times 3 equals 3. Going to the 10's place value times the 10 place value, so it's 1 times 2 equals 2. The 10's place value times the 100's place value, so it's 1 times 8. So it's 8,230, which is the same as 823 times 10. I'm adding those up, and I get 13,991. And then for number 11, let me show you what I did on that one. 517 is closest to 500. 43 is closest to 40. I brought in my zeros into my product. That was 3 of them, and 5 times 4 is 20, so it's going to be about 20,000. So I'm going to place my 20,000 here. Then I multiply that out, still following the same format, starting in my 1's place. 1's times 1's, that's 21. Regroup my 2. 1's to 10's. 3 times 1 equals 3 plus 2 equals 5. 1's times hundreds, so I'm going to 3 times 5 equals 15. So that equals to 1,551. The next one is in my 10's, so I'm done with my 1's, crossed out my 1's, and 0 is my hero. If I want to, I can put a little smiley face. See, 0 is my hero, yay! Okay, so now I'm starting in my 10's place value, and I have 4 times 7. 10's times my 1, so it's 4 times 7 is 28. Regroup my 2. I'm starting in my 10's place. 10's times 10's place value, so that's 4 times 1 equals 4 plus 2 equals 6. Then I have the 10's times hundreds, so 4 times 5 equals 20. Then I added it up, so that was 1. 8 plus 5 equals 13. 6 plus 5 is 11, plus 1 is 12. Then I have 1 plus 1 equals 2, and then 2. So it's 22,231. Remember, you can pause this video at any time. I'm just talking a little bit faster so that the clock doesn't go a lot longer. But you can pause it, write it down, and then go back and re-listen so that you can understand it. But if you're following this format up here, it really helps you out. So this is going to be 22,000, and then we said it was 231. Okay, let's look at number 13. Okay, so 13 reads, a male lion needs as much as 15 pounds of food each day, or 105 pounds of each week. How much food does a lion need in 1 year? Okay, so I'm going to have my author's purpose, and I need to find how much food a lion needs in 1 year. So here we said it's 15 pounds for each day, or 105 pounds for each week. So if I know that it's already saying 52 weeks in a year, I'm going to have my 105 times my 15. My 52. That was my bad. I'm going to multiply that out. I'm going to take my work and I'm going to bring it over here I'm going to place it on actually this sheet of paper. And this is going to be number 13. So it's going to be 105 times 52. Following the same format that we had, ones times ones, I'm starting in my ones row. That's 2 times 5 is 10. Ones times 10, so 2 times 0 is 0, which is the 0 property of multiplication, plus 1 is 1. And then ones times hundreds, that's 2 times 1 equals 2, which is the identity property of multiplication. Remember that anything multiplied by 1 is that number. The 0 property of identification, which you're going to review tomorrow in some of your worksheets that you have, is anything multiplied by 0 is 0. So now I'm going to my tens. Same format. Go to my tens times ones. I'm crossing this out, my ones, and I'm putting 0 as my hero with my little smiley face. And I have 5 times 5 equals 25. Cross that out, becomes a 2. 5 times 0 is 0 plus 2 equals 2. And 5 times 1 equals 5. And now I can add this up. I have 0, 6, 4, and 5. So they need, this little ghetto needs 5,460 pounds of food a year. Okay, who wants to pay that grocery bill? Because not me. Inflation is bad enough for my pocketbook. So it's 5,460 pounds of food a year. Okay. Oops, there you go. Sorry about that. That's my bad. Here at 15, during the school year, Louise fills 138 pages of a composition book. Wow, see, they do a lot of writing too. There is a clue on the last page of the notebook. It says to multiply the number of pages in the book that were filled by 17. So here he fills 138 and multiply that by 17. This is the code for a free prize in the lunchroom. What is the code? Okay, so what's my equation? There you go, 138 times 17. I'm going to start with my ones. Remember, it was the same thing that we've done. So ones times one, so 7 times 8 equals 56. 7 times 3 is 21 plus 5 equals 26. And 7 times 1 is 7 plus 2 equals 9. I'm done with my ones. 0 is my hero with my little smiley guy. And this is 8, 3, and 1. So I'm looking at what I have so far. And I know it can't be B because here it's going to be greater than. So I'm going to cut that one out. This is 6. Okay, I know that it's going to end in 6, right? So I can eliminate A because my answer choices right here both end in 6. 6 plus 8 equals 14. Okay, where's the 1 in the tens place? Look at that. So you see how you can use, as you're adding this up, use your answer choices to help eliminate what doesn't work. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 1, 2. So yes, we confirmed that it is C, 2,346. Let's look at number 17. Marcus builds a brick wall that is 23 bricks across and 130 bricks high. What is the best estimate about how many bricks Marcus will use to build the wall? So we need to find the estimate of number of bricks to build the wall. So the author's purpose is to find about how many books to build the wall. Not books, bricks. About how many bricks needed. Okay. So I have 130 times 23. I am looking at my different answer choices, and I see that they're going to be rounding to the nearest whole number. Okay. So 130 is going to be about what? 100. The 23 is going to be about 20. So this is times, I have 1, 2, 3 zeros I'm putting in my product, and 2 times 1 equals 2. So it's going to be about 2,000. Let's look at this last one. Marley worked 37 hours this week. She earned $15 per hour. Way to go. But she spent $62 on a birthday gift for her sister. Oh, that was sweet. So how much money does Marley have left? Author's purpose. To find how much money Marley has left. So there's 2 steps that I need to do. If she's working 37 hours and she got paid per hour, I'm going to multiply 37 times 15. Next thing is that she spent. What operation is it that you spend? That's right, you're going to be subtracting. I'm going to put that right above there. So 7 times 5 equals 35. 5 plus 3 is 15, 16, 17, 18. I'm done with my ones. 0 is my hero, my little smiley face. I can keep putting my ones here and my tens. I'm going to my tens times my one, so it's 1 times 7 equals 7, and 1 times 3 equals 3, and now I'm going to add these up. That is 5, 15, and I can't look over here because I'm not ready yet, 3, 4. So that's $455 is what she earned. That's a lot of good money. Now I'm going to take $62 out of that. Just double checking. I did something wrong, right? 3, 4, 5, because this is 15 and I forgot to regroup. So this makes it 555. Okay, do you see what I did wrong? So it's 5 plus 0 equals 5. 8 plus 7 equals 15. I forgot to regroup. So I was getting too comfortable. 3, 4, 5. So it's $555 that she earned. Then I'm going to subtract 62. Okay, so now I'm going to look at my answer choice as I go through. 5 minus 2 equals 3. So this one has a 3 here. I can't take 6 from 5, so I'm going to regroup. Now it becomes 15, or if I'm going to put it like this, that way you can see it. 15 minus 6 equals 9, so far so good, right? And then I bring down my 4. So she has $493 remaining. Pretty awesome. Guys, you have a great evening. If you've lost it and you're writing this down, great. Make sure you get that turned in. If not, I do have some copies that are available. And that way you'll get it tomorrow and turn it in on Friday. Have a great night.